Raithel. All right, good. Tom Raithel, everybody.
And everybody can hear me okay? Don't keep the mic. All right. Yes, I'm Tom Raithel. I live in Cleveland Heights. My wife and I moved to Cleveland from southern Indiana about 3 years ago. And I've been writing poetry for many years. This first poem I'd like to read, these are all recent poems. This one's called Shapeshifter. And for those of you who don't know this, the shapeshifter is kind of a mythological or a being out of folklore, Native American folklore and other people's folklore. And it's basically, as its name implies, it's a being that can change shapes, shift shapes, often assuming the shape of an animal, say a wolf or an owl, and it has sort of a sinister reputation. You know, like it's dangerous because it can be anywhere and it can be disguised in any way. But I thought of it a little differently in this poem. I thought of it that it would be really nice to be a shapeshifter for a variety of reasons. So that's what this is about. Shapeshifter.
Sorry about that.
The shapeshifter never loses an hour shopping for shirts and pants that fit. No diets, no workouts to flatten the abs, no aisle too narrow, no shelf too high. Missing a bus, it sprouts hawk wings and glides above highways of honking traffic. Shut from a room where rivals conspire, it hangs spider-like, invents and listens. Drawbacks are few, an identity crisis, always the visitor, never at home. But all the world's corners lie open, ready, as it moves, a chameleon among us. Or travels beyond us, bounding up mountains in four-footed glee to bay at the moon, or swimming the shadowed shipwrecked depths to lift lost treasures in tentacled arms. And then this next poem is modeled after, there's an ancient Chinese poem. And it's usually translated as The Way to Write. It was by someone named Lu Chi. And I've always liked the translation. It's a very colorful poem. Like it describes, it's a poem about writing poems. And when he does that, he uses a lot of metaphors to describe various aspects of writing. For example, hunting for the right word with a bow and arrow, or climbing the mountains of previous writers, and things like that. So, I don't know, I thought, I really liked that poem, and I did an imitation, a short imitation of it. This is called The Lake. Within me, there lies a quiet lake that I go to whenever I can. Surrounded by pines and murmuring reeds, it teems with the life of poems. When I launch my canoe onto its smooth surface, I float atop memorable peaks of the past. Above me, musical truths take flight, whose course I follow, paddle in hand. I cast for the most fit words and images and drink clear water from a shining cup. When the sun drops over western forests, I row to the shore, pull up my canoe, and build a small fire of creative flame, cooking my poem till firm and sweet. I listen to loons call out from the water as the lake within me falls silent and sleeps. And this last poem is just, there's a new form I was experimenting with, and it deals with having couplets of things. I just wanted to, I guess the basic theme is the rain falls on everyone, the just, the unjust, the ugly, whatever. This is called Rain. Out of the body sprawled on the sidewalk, blood runs away in absolving rain. A rain of desire taps out a tune on the roof of the honeymoon cottage. Within the cove of a cardboard shanty, a vagrant waits out the rain of the poor, while at the manor, silver rain mars the blue sheen of the private pool. Boys run away in a laughing rain. Solemn rain darkens the hospice windows. A thief's rain lashes the purse snatcher's coat. Cold rain of law pounds the judge's casement. On broken buildings and bodies contorted, the smoldering rain of war. After the funeral, lyrical rain. A robin calls through the dripping leaves. Well, thank you very much.